Hi, I just want to talk about backpacking food. And most people think it's just ramen, trail mix, and protein bars. And honestly, at the start, that's kind of true. After a few days on the trail, though, eating those things, I find that my energy drops. My body feels heavy, my mood dips, and suddenly I don't want to hike anymore. So food is really important when you're doing any sort of endurance sport. You want to make sure you're refueling properly and you're walking for hours. So food isn't just food. It's your energy, it's your strength, and most importantly, it's your recovery. And sometimes it's your entire motivation to keep you going. You need to have some like fun foods in there too. I found that a lot of hikers on the Pacific Crest Trail or long distance trails, they like to just think about calories. Yes, that matters, but if you're just packing out a bunch of candy, you're not getting the proper nutrients it takes for your muscles to repair all the damage that you're doing for hiking. So you need to make sure you're eating enough, but you're also having good macronutrients and micronutrients to recover those muscles and those cells while you're hiking. And you won't feel drained. And usually, if you eat like crap, usually it's the day after or the next 2 days that you feel it from the meal that you had, prior. So it doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to be expensive, but food really does directly impact how far you can go, how strong you can feel, and how much you actually enjoy the experience. And actually, Jason and I went hiking yesterday, and he didn't have breakfast, and we were going up, and he had a full, heavy backpack on, and he was like feeling it. I gave him some quick energy things, gummies, and then he was fine. But it really does impact him more than he knows. And I had oatmeal, protein powder, chia seeds, a banana, and I felt fine going up. So let's talk about what kind of food is ideal for hiking. Personally, when I'm just doing a couple of days, I'll do dehydrated meals for suppers, but they can cost a good $18 to $20 each. And if you're eating them every single day, every single trip, it gets expensive. And one of those packages is actually too much for me to eat all at once. So what I'll do is split it in two, put half of it in a Ziploc bag, and then keep the original package, and then I'll have 2 meals for it. Or Jason and I will share it, but he can have the whole thing. But they do get expensive, but they're great. Like they taste good, most of them. They have a lot of sodium in it, nutrients in it, and it's lightweight. But sometimes I just do wraps with spinach and cheese for a couple of days. Even if I'm doing a longer distance hike, like on the Pacific Crest Trail, which I'm going back to this summer. This will be my third year doing section hikes. I won't cook. I won't cook when I'm doing long distance hiking because I'm tired and I just want easy wraps and nuts and bars. And then when I go to town, that's a whole different story. When you go to town, things get a little more interesting because that's when you recover and your body is feeling pretty depleted at that point and your cravings are a little wild. So that's when you have heavy, salty, protein-rich food, chicken. Like I'll go and to a supermarket and buy a rotisserie chicken and eat the rotisserie chicken and then even pack it out with in Ziploc bags for a day or two, and then that's like a really good meal. But when you're in town, that's when I really fuel up to recover. It gets expensive. It's really easy to spend money in town without even realizing it. So grocery store stops is really good instead of going into restaurants. And you can, like I said, get a whole rotisserie chicken. You can get fruit. You can get veggies, and it really will help. It really will help with your budget. Um, when you're hiking longer distance. So you really have to think about fueling your body. When you're on trail, you want fun foods, but you want lightweight food, you want cost-efficient food, and you want to refuel. All right, let's talk about supplements. You don't need a lot, but a few things can make a difference. Like I like using a protein powder. A protein powder mixed with oatmeal, like I had yesterday morning. I like having pre-workout for energy when I'm feeling really drained. I'll just put that in a drink. I like having magnesium, potassium for muscle cramping. I'll take those at night. And greens, but it's really hard to like chug down greens when you're out in the bush. I can't. I know I should, but I can't. But it's not really complicated. It's just practical. Like you could go anywhere and find a whole shelf full of supplements that you think that you need, but it really, if you just eat good food, when you're in town and then when you're on trail, it's not just high sugar foods where you're crashing with no real nutrients in it, you'll be fine. And I cannot wait until we're backpacking in the mountains and just getting out there. We're really working on our fitness right now, our nutrition. We're working on getting strong, and that will be my next video. I'll show you what we have been doing the last 6 weeks to get our bodies back in shape. This year, my plan is to feel what it feels like to be lighter on the trail. I've never actually worked towards getting my body fat down and then feeling what the difference is, especially going downhill on my joints. Because I know that even just losing 10 pounds of body mass, body weight, body fat, it will impact your joints quite a bit. And, I'm getting older and my knees are feeling it. So I am really focusing on strengthening my glutes, my quads, hamstrings, and losing some body fat so I can go. Anyways, that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one, and hopefully we'll see you on the trail soon, and we'll start hiking. All right, thanks for watching.